Hey, welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host Khalil here for another toy of the day. You can head over to CastorsCorner.com for a full gallery of this figure as well as our past archive, which we have quite a few. We're at 240 something, 42, 43, somewhere around there. So you can go check all those out. You can follow us. We are at Casters Corner on all social media. You can check out the Cornercast podcast this week with our friend from the Nacelle Company, Rich Myrick. So happy to talk to him about all things toys that made us, movies that made us, Toy Store near you. Go watch those. Definitely support them. Since I kind of want to dedicate this one, since our friends at the MU Review won't have the opportunity to take a look at this guy before I do, I just wanted to make sure that they knew, you know. We'll do the review for you, DJ. So you can see I have a brand new Roadblock from the Hasbro G.I. Joe classified line. Just ripping off the label. And we are going to take a look at this guy, Roadblock. He came a lot earlier than we all expected. This was a surprise shipping. It was supposed to be the fall. We got him now. And he's number 28. As you can see from there. And I have to be honest, this is the Roadblock we have all been waiting for. This one. Marvin here. This is what we expected him to look like when we first got him. We have got subsequent versions of him. All have missed the mark, in my opinion, until we got this one. He's got a Gatling gun. He's got a pistol. He's got a drum for the Gatling gun. I mean, he is loaded, especially with the helmet. And honestly, this is what we wanted the classified line to look like. It's that simple. We've been waiting for it. We like it. I mean, characters like Cobra Commander and Destro came out amazingly. And then you get to characters like you did with Roadblock in Wave 1, and it just, I don't know. I think it missed the mark. I don't mind the idea of updating looks here and there. I know, Jesse, my handy-dandy devalue machine is not in the room at the moment. They have done a good job designing the figures, I guess I would say, because, most of them can hold all their gear. I think Flint looks like Flint, a little bit of an update. I don't mind the little bit of the update, but when you stray away from that classic design, is where we kind of get into trouble, at least from a collector standpoint. Are you all ready for the plastics crunches? Get Marvin out. There we go. Roadblock in all of his glory. I mean, that is just perfect. I mean, that might be the best head sculpt. This might be, sorry, I'm looking at it down here because it just first time I'm seeing the figure. Usually I open them up, I pose them, I might take a few pictures of them and then I do the review. So for me to do the review, having not done all that, sorry, I will try my best to keep things above the camera. So there he is. Very classic, very Wave 1, old 1982, 81 versions of him. His holster here is rather thick for plastic. I don't know if you can see that accurately. It's a lot thicker than I would imagine it to be honest with you. But it does, making it a little more difficult. It's not as malleable as we're used to the holsters being. So there you go, holster his pistol. And let's take a look at his chain gun. So it comes with a drum to insert. I'm not sure which way it goes, to be honest with you. I don't think it matters. There's not one. Oh, maybe we'll turn it around. Usually there's a stop that won't let you kind of. Oh, maybe that is it. Okay, so there's a stop on the back. So there's only one way to put this in. But there's the drum on his Gatling gun, and it pivots and moves. It doesn't pop open to do anything. Let's get this in his hands. because there we go. Okay. So it is clearly a big gun. He definitely needs both hands. He's got long thumbs too. There we go. I mean, this just screams Roadblock. I mean, this is the magic that is Roadblock. From the tank top that's molded in, and it is molded, it is not painted on. It definitely has a different texture from the rest of his chest, which is a nice touch to the whole thing. You can see how it's raised around his neck, which is great. He definitely he's got the port in the back, so you can put a backpack on him if you want him to carry some gear. He can carry all of his gear, clearly. I don't imagine that this is a backpack kind of weapon. Good articulation, normal here, drop down hips, all the same stuff. Helmet is a really nice touch too. I'm trying to see if it does. It does not clip. It does not clip closed. There aren't like side clips that you can get it, but it does sit pretty nicely on his head there. So I don't know. I think, like, listen, if they start doing figures like this and Breaker and Barbecue that we see coming up that are faithful to the 80s, I think Hasbro has a hit on their hand, because here's the thing. I can appreciate what Super 7 is doing with their line, their Ultimate line, capturing what the Sunbow cartoon was like. And for a lot of us, that is the look of G.I. Joe that we want. But the price point of $55 when this was $24, this is half the price. And although it doesn't come with all the bells and whistles, extra hands, extra heads, extra accessories, even though those aren't part of this, this is much more palatable, and much more, I think it's, how do I say this? Financially, it just makes more sense to me. Like, for the price of one figure, I can get two of these. So I can get this and Barbecue for the price of just Duke. And so with a roster as deep as G.I. Joe, there is a little bit of a trade-off going, yeah, we need the line that's a little bit cheaper so that we can do every figure. We can buy every figure we want. Because these are taxing. Like, in all honesty, 100%, these are financially taxing for a lot of us. And we're seeing the prices get raised. I think he was like $24, $25. So, you know, it's one of those things. He's got that new plastic toy smell. It's the greatest smell in the world. It's one of those things where we're looking at it going, like, for example, I'm happy to go all in on the Super 7 Thundercats. I'm also super happy to go in Super 7's Silverhawks. Super 7's G.I. Joes is where I'm kind of like, there are army builders. Like, I can't afford to buy 10 bat. Like, 10 bat for this line is between $2 and $250, right? 10 bats for the Super 7 line is upwards of $500. And although I don't shy away from some of the bigger ticket items like Galactus and the Sentinels and the Thunder Tank, when we're talking individual figures, there has to be real value in it. And, you know, Super 7 does good product, but in the long term, for a line like G.I. Joe, I think classified is where it's at, especially if they stick with these designs. So thank you to all the guys that are working over there. Lenny is one of the chief guys on the line, and I'll just say, like, they are killing it. Even though we're not getting as many figures as we want, they're definitely killing it with figures like this. This is what we wanted. It took us a year to get here, but you know, we've had a few, like I said, Destro, Cobra Commander, Flint, and Lady J. They really capture that classic look, and hopefully at some point, characters like Gung Ho, Duke, Scarlet, those will get kind of updated like Roadblock did to what we want to see, to be honest with you. Duke is close and Scarlet's close, but not as good as this. So check out a full gallery here of Marvin. It's Marvin, right? I think it's Marvin. I'm 90% sure it's Marvin. Check out a full gallery here of Roadblock. This was the Amazon exclusive version of him. Thankfully, they put him in the cardboard shipper. Otherwise, he would have just shipped like that. Thank you, Amazon. And check out a full gallery of him on castorscorner.com. Follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. Check out our shirts. They're fun. Wear them around. We got masks, we got shirts, we got totes, we got everything. Links are down below. You can also follow us. We're at Kastor's Corner on all social media. Check out the Cornercast podcast. Go back to Kastor's Corner. Do all that stuff, just everything, and hit subscribe. Subscribing helps us. The more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And really, that's the best part of this. And sharing this 365 days. We're almost there. We're almost there. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night for another toy of the day here on castorscorner.com. Good night, everybody.